The Minority Market. Episode 52. How to Build Emotional Immunity in Markets. The stock market constantly attacks your emotions. Fear, greed, hope, regret, excitement, and frustration appear daily. Most people get emotionally infected by every price movement. The minority builds emotional immunity. This immunity does not mean you stop feeling emotions. It means emotions stop controlling your decisions. Emotional immunity begins with awareness. You must first recognize when emotions appear. Tight chest, fast heartbeat, impulsive thoughts, anxiety, excitement. These are signals. When you notice them early, you regain control. When you ignore them, they take over behavior. The majority reacts automatically. Price goes up, they feel greedy. Price goes down, they feel fear. News appears, they panic. Social media posts profits, they feel inferior. This reactive pattern creates emotional exhaustion and poor decision-making. The minority pauses before reacting. They observe emotional responses without acting on them. This pause creates a gap between stimulus and action. That gap is where discipline lives. Another important factor is preparation. Emotional reactions are stronger when you are unprepared. When you enter trades without clear plans, uncertainty increases stress. When you define risk, exit levels, and rules beforehand, emotions become weaker. Preparation reduces fear because uncertainty reduces. Let us talk about routine. Emotional immunity is built through repetition. Following the same process daily builds stability. Random behavior creates emotional chaos. Structured routines reduce mental noise. Professional traders operate like machines emotionally, not because they are cold, but because they follow systems. Systems remove emotional decision-making. Another powerful concept is exposure control. Constantly watching price movements increases emotional stimulation. Screen addiction amplifies fear and greed. The minority reduces unnecessary exposure. They check markets intentionally instead of compulsively. Reducing exposure reduces emotional triggers. Let us discuss acceptance. You must accept uncertainty, losses, and randomness. Fighting reality increases emotional suffering. Accepting reality reduces resistance. Emotional immunity comes from accepting what you cannot control. You cannot control price. You cannot control outcomes. You can control behavior. This shift creates emotional stability. Another important aspect is physical health. Sleep deprivation, poor diet, and stress reduce emotional resilience. Emotional immunity is not only mental, it is physical too. A tired mind reacts faster emotionally. Strong routines outside the market improve emotional strength inside the market. Let us talk about mental rehearsal. Visualizing losses, drawdowns, and difficult scenarios prepares the mind. When these events occur, they feel familiar instead of shocking. This reduces emotional intensity. Professional athletes use this technique. Professional traders use it too. Another tool is journaling emotions. Writing how you felt during trades builds awareness. Over time, patterns appear. You will see repeated emotional triggers. Awareness gives power to change behavior. The minority does not suppress emotions. They manage them. Suppression creates internal pressure. Observation creates control. Another concept is detachment from money. Emotional attachment to money increases fear. When money becomes emotional, decisions become irrational. The minority treats capital as business inventory, not emotional savings. This mental shift reduces emotional swings. Let's talk about stress tolerance. Emotional immunity grows when you face discomfort without escaping. Holding discipline during drawdowns. Sitting through boredom. Waiting during uncertainty. These experiences train emotional resilience. Avoiding discomfort weakens immunity. Facing discomfort strengthens it. Another danger is information overload. Constant news consumption creates emotional instability. The minority filters information carefully. They focus on relevant data. They ignore noise. Clarity reduces emotional overload. Let us discuss ego again. Ego amplifies emotional reactions. Desire to be right. Desire to prove skill. Desire to impress others. Removing ego reduces emotional sensitivity. Humility strengthens emotional immunity. Another important habit is slowing down decisions. Emotional reactions push speed. Discipline requires slowing down. Delaying action by even a few minutes can prevent impulsive mistakes. Time creates emotional cooling. Long-term perspective also builds immunity. When you think in years, daily fluctuations lose power. Short-term noise becomes irrelevant. This mental zoom-out reduces emotional pressure. Emotional immunity is not built overnight. It develops gradually through experience, reflection, and discipline. Each market cycle trains emotional strength. The market will always test you. It will provoke fear. It will tempt greed. It will challenge patience. Those who develop emotional immunity survive longer and perform better. Becoming emotionally immune does not mean becoming emotionless. It means becoming emotionally intelligent. You still feel fear. You still feel excitement. But you no longer obey these feelings blindly. You observe. You pause. You respond intentionally. This is the mindset of the minority. When emotions stop controlling your behavior, clarity increases. When clarity increases, consistency improves. And when consistency improves, long-term success becomes achievable. Because in the market, mastering yourself is more important than mastering price.